Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates, they're fighting Gobbo. That's what you need to remember. They are in an abandoned office building in a universe where Gobbo has kidnapped a member of that universe's Stormwood family. So the team's been kind of posing as their local counterparts alongside this universe's Claire Stormwood, who is Liz's older cousin, and they are in London in an abandoned office building, fighting Gobbo. I mean, probably not in London proper, but you know what? You get what I mean. That's it, and it's not going as well as you'd hope. So D is out, and Gobbo is right now panting over effectively. You're unconscious. You can't talk. What appears to be a dead D on the ground, covered in blood, and he is looking at you guys like a feral animal. Liz, it is your turn.
Liz is going to finish placing this ward on the ground, and she is going to spring up into a flip and draw her sword and jump at him and plunge her sword into his chest.
As a sweet move
yes.
Against Gobbo. All right. Do we vote that works?
Yeah. Dead.
All right. Gobbo appears to be dead. It's a wordsmith. There is still an Archmage in the room that was Liz. So we're at Obi. There is still a Goblin Archmage who just hit you with a blast of fire.
Yep.
And has taken no damage.
Is there anything around me on fire?
No, it was just like a magical attack fire. No, it didn't really ignite any. There's like stuff got singed, but it was like a very directed bolt.
Okay. It'd be cool if there was things on fire, but we will work without it.
I mean, do you want something to be on fire?
Yeah.
All right. Then something can be on fire. You have to tell me that that's what you're asking. All right. Yeah. So, what is it that you're trying to do?
Light candy on fire and throw it at him.
Okay, you want to throw flaming candy at the... Is this an attack or is this a sweet move?
Sweet move.
All right. So give me a good description of this attack.
All right. So there is a... let's say there's a piece of the wall behind him. Or maybe like a chair arm that caught on fire. Obi is going to... reach into his backpack, grab a handful of Twizzlers, grab a handful of Gushers, and you don't know what is in there, but he's gonna make it look like a little bomb. With the gushers in the round part and the Twizzlers sticking out, and he's gonna light it. And he is going to... He feels hurt enough that he can't really do any flips, but he's gonna like 360 no scope it. And throw this Molotov candy ball at the
closer
goblin
to
mage.
napalm.
Yeah.
All right, does that work?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So what's your range? What's your range?
7.
Level 7.
It's 7.
All right. All right. That takes us to Claire and Amy, and Claire and Amy are both going to, from across the lobby. Claire's going to use a psychic pulse, and Amy's going to effectively throw a bolt of psychic flame at the guy, and he's going to take damage from both of those. Which brings us to him. And, alright. What's he gonna do? He's gonna resurrect Gobbo. Alright, 2 plus 3. So Gobbo gets 5 life back and pops back up. Gobbo just kind of gasps air and sits back up after magical energy flows into his body. And he's gonna go after... So he's got the knife still. So Obi's over there. So D's down. Liz, how far away were you from Gobbo?
I was right at him.
So yeah, he is going to do a lunging slice with the knife straight across your chest, when as he slices, he's going to kick flip off of your limp body and flip to the ground in front of Amy and Claire. Do we vote that this works?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
And that is going to Liz, you're going to take 13 points of damage, and Liz is down.
Okay.
Obi! Were it you?
Okay. What can I do with candy and a slingshot?
And Gobbo just looks insane right now. He's covered with his own blood, Dee's blood, and Liz's blood. Wearing a UK flag t-shirt, a bum bag, and shorts, holding Dee's knife.
What does goblin blood look like?
I'm gonna say that it's green because of their skin tone. Because there's a high copper content. So it's the red blood of Liz and and Dee mixed with Gobbo's green blood. Yeah.
Brown. Is there any stone or concrete in this area?
Well, the whole floor is concrete.
The whole floor is concrete?
Yeah. Because he blew up the tile that was on top of the concrete.
Oh, so it'd be unfinished or like not polished concrete?
Well, I mean, it's the subfloor. So it was polished, like it was like finished and polished, and then they applied he blew up the tile and the subfloor that was on top of it.
Okay.
So this is like the base foundation. Like this building was built on a concrete slab.
Okay. Because I have bottle caps, and if I have a rough enough surface, I could sharpen them on it.
Okay.
And then I could throw them like ninja stars.
Okay. So you want to effectively take the bottle caps, like between your knuckles, scrape them across the ground, and then fling them?
Yeah.
As a sweet move?
as a sweet move.
Love that.
Are you doing that at Gobbo, or are you doing that at the wizard?
Gobbo.
All right. We vote that works.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Gobbo's down again. Then we get to Claire and Amy, who are going to both again magically attack the other guy. He's taking a bunch of damage, but he's not down. And he's going to bring Gobbo back for 9. So 25 minus 9 is 16. Gobbo is standing. We really just need to kill this fucking wizard. Gobbo is going to so there's Obi, there's Claire, and there's Amy. He's going to take a knife, and he is going to what's he gonna do? He is going to take a running lunge. He's going to take a running start towards Claire with the knife, and he is going to fully shove the knife through her heart and up against the wall as a sweet move. Does this work?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
works.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And Claire is down. Amy. What is Amy going to do? Amy is going to what is her sweet move? She's got her bare hands. Yeah, Amy's sick of this fucking wizard, so she is going to her Royals of Psychic Flame surround her fist, and she is just killing the fucking wizard, because yeah, it's so the wizard is down. Gobbo's at 16. Gobbo is going to okay, I got how many sweet moves has Gobbo used? So I've got to make sure I subtract these, because I think I haven't subtracted the last 3, so he's down to 4 sweet moves. No, he's down to 2 sweet moves left. Gobbo's down to 2 sweet moves. Gobbo is gonna start drawing a symbol on the floor. Because now he's alone. And pretty fucked if he doesn't do what he's gonna do next. You're down. Obi, we're at you. I like that we always call this ward deathproof, but its actual name is plot armor.
I feel like you can't call it that.
Yeah, not in continuity.
Yeah,
no.
no.
We can't call that in. We can't call it that in continuity. No. Folks, the only reason why our characters are surviving right now and why I felt comfortable putting them into this fight is because all of our heroes have plot armor. Or quote unquote death-proof wards. So he's scrolling, I will say, he's scrolling the ward on the floor. Now, you can't stop the ward from existing because he drew the ward.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get to activate it until his next turn.
Yeah.
If you removed him from the place that he scrawled it, he can't activate it if he can't touch it.
I get that. But I have a fitness of 2, and
know.
I am a 10-year-old boy.
But you have a sweet move.
I do have a sweet move.
And you can do physically impossible things on a sweet move.
because I was going to, well,
I'm just telling you, this fight is going to end if Gobbo gets to go again.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I don't remember if I have a skateboard or not. It'll work either way. If Obi runs, slides.
There's plenty of blood on the floor, so you can slide.
Like slides on his knees, and then I think it'd be a bare hands if I tried to grab Gobbo and like bring him with me on my slide, like trying to get to the next room.
Yeah, or at least you can get him away from his ward. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can 100% do that if you want to do that on a sweet move. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd let you do bare hands damage on that.
Okay.
Too.
That'd only be 5 total, but
Hey, man, whatever gets you where you need to go. He's still looking pretty. 5 puts him worse than you.
yeah, that's true.
You're at 20, but you
Yeah.
know.
But I also have Amy.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Do we vote that works?
Yeah, I like that.
I like that a lot, actually.
All right. Then yeah, that works. You slide him away, and Amy is going to. What is Amy going to do? All right, Amy is going to resurrect Claire because Amy has no idea if Claire has a death-proof ward or not, and if she lets Claire stay dead, Claire might stay dead. So
That's a good idea.
Claire's down to 18 damage. So that brings us to Gobbo, who can no longer immediately activate the wards that would have ended this combat in a very definitive way.
Yeah.
And so Gobbo's just gonna try to punch you?
Yeah, I'm right there.
Yeah, alright, sorry. I had to mark that Amy used her thing. Oh, she used that one too. Sorry. Go. Alright, Gobbo's gonna try to punch you. What's your dodge again?
11.
11. Alright, his bare hands is 2. Yeah, he'll hit, because that's a 16.
Yeah.
What's your soak?
3.
Really glad you have that death-proof ward.
Yeah, kill the child, see what Amy does.
I don't want to have her have an emotionally important episode while I'm GMing. But yeah, because you 100% go down.
Yeah! And I remember how Amy feels about Obi.
Oh boy, because Claire goes next. Actually, this is what's going to happen. Because Claire goes before Amy.
Yeah.
So Amy has like psychic flame is roiling around Amy's fists. Mm-hmm. She is like looks like she's gone feral, like she's about to obliterate Gobbo's existence. Mm-hmm. But Claire gets to go first. Mm-hmm. And Claire sends a psychic pulse knocking Gobbo on his ass, which technically he would be dead except for, again, his very hard-working death-proof ward. But so he is down and unconscious, and with that, we end combat, and Liz, Obi, and D gasp for air as you wake up with 24 damage. Thanks to your... Because if we had made it to the end of this combat with no one on your side alive, he could have gone around and just stabbed you in the head and killed you.
Yeah.
So, he's unconscious and not awake and bloody and hurt, and you have for the first time in this goddamn campaign defeated Gobbo
With a child.
That douche gobbling piece of shit killed me with my own knife.
I know what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to crawl over to Gobbo and totally investigate him and find his deathproof ward.
So you find it tattooed into the back of his neck.
Hey, I found his deathproof ward.
Okay.
Oh, it's tattooed into his neck. Anybody got a knife?
I mean, if we have a knife, we can just cut his head off.
Where is my knife?
Could we make sure that we have Bertie first? The mission first.
Yes,
We need to know where Bertie is and what the hell their goals are.
Yes, he's very important. My knife is also important. Where did it go?
It's in Gobbo's hands.
Yeah, he's got it right here. Yeah, you guys go on ahead. D and I got something to deal with.
You guys! It's just Claire. It's just like the 5 agents she brought with her are all dead.
Oh.
I was friends with these people.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I was friends with these people, and this man, gestures at Gobbo, has my cousin somewhere.
Yes.
We need to tie him up and find out exactly where Bertie is, and then we can dispatch him if needed.
Oh, trust me, the need will definitely arise.
D.
I agree, but we need the information first. She literally grabs a coil of rope off of... No, a coil of zip ties off of one of the dead security agent's belts.
Mm-hmm.
And she, grabs Gobbo by the hair and drags his limp body across into... And she kicks open an empty office and finds an office chair and zip ties Gobbo into the chair.
Okay.
And then she slaps Gobbo until he wakes up. All right, you piece of shit. Where the fuck is my cousin? Hello, normal English people. I appear to be restrained and covered in my own blood.
More than that, it's everyone's blood.
Well, yes, but the one that bothers me is mine. Oh, look, open wounds. I hope I don't get infection.
Oh, that'll be the least of your problems, motherfucker.
Where is Bertie?
The Bertie, the large Stormwood. He's a pain in the ass, you know that? We picked the worst Stormwood we could find. The worst one, let me tell you. There's a lot of you fuckers just looking at you. Why does your family have so many fucking kids? Why do all of you... And you keep your names after marriage? And so everybody's a fucking Stormwood. It's nepotism. This gross whole corporate empire built on one family's riches. You're gross.
Okay.
He spits out a little blood.
But where is Bertie?
Bertie is somewhere.
Okay.
I have the feeling, and you can correct me if wrong, but the only thing keeping me alive is that piece of information, yes?
No.
I don't know. He just looks at Claire's face. I think, and you can correct me if wrong, pretty sure she's going to kill me if once she finds the information. pretty sure this one, looks at D, is definitely going to kill me after you get information. Definitely kind of scared that this one, glances at nods at Amy, is going to kill me whether I give you the information or not. So I think that the only thing keeping you from letting the one with the blue in her hair light me on fire is this piece of information. I'm going to hold on to it pretty close to the chest until I have an exit plan and that you agree to provide me.
I see.
So if you can guarantee my life and the way out of your piss world, I will give you the information because clearly my plan has gone tits up. This is not how I have a castle. I have remarried my ex-wife. We are very close to securing all great power, and soon our expansion plans will be moving again, and we can just not invade this world. It's okay. We will leave this world alone, I promise.
Well, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You are like most divorced guys. You cannot stop lying.
Not divorced anymore. I'm remarried to my ex-wife.
That's weird.
I know. Okay, so I know you people. I know you people.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I did.
We've met
Sorry,
before.
yes, I know, but does she know we've met before? Do you know that we've met before?
We've talked about this, yes.
You, you told her.
We didn't tell her, but I think she's sussed it out.
Well, okay, that's disappointing. Okay, so, anyways, what I'm saying is that all you need to do is let me get little, like, gateway going, and we got the stone, and I just gotta go hop on out, and what happens is like, so what you do is that you give me the space and, like, a garage door opener or something. It doesn't open until I give you the information, and then you open the garage door, and while the garage door is opening, I tell you, and if I don't tell you, you can cancel it, and then I go through and use the gateway to leave your piss dimension world and go find one that does not smell like pee. Is that just a London thing? Does London just smell like pee? This is first time in London. Does London smell like pee normally? He just looks at Claire. I'm not. Just tell me where. You are the most frustrating man I have ever encountered in my life.
Yeah, he sucks.
And I've met Hollowell.
Sucks. That guy probably also sucked though.
Yeah, it's okay. So, you see, you Stormwood, you're such a fucking pain in the ass. You see, we used to go marching across the wide universe of all the universes, multiverse. Sorry, your piss language sticks in my mouth sometimes. Yet you don't bother to learn my language, so I sit here talking in yours. And yet you call me the imperialist one. Anyways, fucking British. Anyways, we used to be able to walk across the grand multiverse, but lately, every time we show up somewhere, some fucker with the name Stormwood shows up and stops us. Did you know you fuckers killed an ambassador? Do you know how hard that is? Do you know how many thousands of worlds were taken just by sending the ambassador on their own? You killed an ambassador. And Motto Sharp has stopped participating in expansion. She's staying home because she got punched in the face by some guy named Robert Stormwood. And it was in the middle of Times Square. it was deeply, deeply embarrassing because I had tickets to Wicked and I was going to go. Kristen Chenoweth was still performing in that universe. It was going to be amazing, and I did not go see Wicked because of Robert fucking Stormwood. Okay? It's so all Stormwood is bad, and you are our enemy, the primary enemy. And I will tell you, you can kill me, you can kill all of us. But you know what's going to happen is they're going to find more. And another goblin who's less handsome than this, you can't gesture at his face, he's tied to the chair, who's less handsome than this, is going to come in and succeed where I have failed. And every Stormwood across every part of the multiverse is going to die. And I am going to laugh even if dead because some version of me... Well, no, I'm from the wilds. There is no other me. Fuck. This is you people with your multiverse piss buddies. Anyways,
You sound jealous, that last one.
laugh in spirit. Well, because you can't make out with yourself if there's only one of you. I will laugh in spirit at the destruction of your shitty family as we wipe it from the multiverse itself. Do you know that the Stormwoods have pissed off our great Dark Lord so much that he has started eliminating the remaining demons who used to own the wilds? We have let them live, but you and your fucking antics and your interference, it is your fault they're dying.
I punch him in the face.
Okay. He goes back down. Gobbo's unconscious again.
Did that relate to that douchebag dying?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, I wasn't imagining that. Because some of that just felt like descriptions of some, like, events that I was neither present nor interested in.
You were present for the death of the ambassador. We killed that ambassador.
I mean, yeah, I don't know who Robert Stormwood is, though.
What is an ambassador? Robert Stormwood's the head of the New York office. His daughter Raz runs the San Ricardo office. Robert Stormwood defeated Hollowell 25 years ago.
D continues to shrug.
It's in bloody history books. It was on the news.
Nothing?
No,
okay.
not ringing a
All
bell.
those 90s flashbacks about the big battle in New York between Robert Stormwood and Hollowell. I loved the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, like, no one loved that part of the 90s. Someone did it.
It was a huge deal in your universe. Like,
yes.
it was,
Yes.
like,
I don't know. Look. That's D.
I'm really trying to like her. I want to.
I understand. I get it.
She keeps saying I'm the worst, and
You're not
like
the
she thinks
worst.
I can't hear her. Like I'm in the room some of these times.
I know.
She's saying that I'm on comms. It's. I know she's your friend, but okay. All right. So, is there any way you could like pull Birdie's information out of his head? One of you? Like maybe just like shrugging, like because he's gonna gobbo this, right? Like he's just gonna keep fucking talking,
Yeah.
like he always fucking does, and he won't shut up. And that's like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can try to read his mind.
Okay. So, this is our first time using this ability against a non-fodder creature. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Up to the psychic rules. All right, read minds. So it's just a 1d10. So for fodder, the success for non-fodder character's target isn't consenting is done as a d10 challenge where the psychic must match or beat the target's roll. So I get to roll a d10. Gobbo rolled a 3, so you just have to roll a 4 or higher.
Ah, okay. I got an 8.
All right, you
9.
You warg into Gobbo's brain. He's on the roof.
Okay. He's on the roof.
There's you have a memory of him leaving a very bored orc sitting next to...
This was stupid. Okay. Yeah, he's on the roof.
Anybody mind if I kill Gobbo?
I don't mind if you
No,
kill
please
Gobbo.
do.
Yeah, go for it.
At least take the deathproof ward off of him.
Deathproof ward only works if there's something left. And she's just gonna burn through every last sweet move point she has as Psychic Flame just engulfs Gobbo and reduces him to ash.
This is my favorite episode.
Gobbo is dead.
Yay!
Oh my god!
Success for Gen!
All right, you guys go up to the roof. And so as you guys arrive on the roof, there is an orc watching videos on a smartphone sitting next to a tied up birdie.
Hey.
All right, so before anything happens here, I'm assuming that everybody's dead
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
and Gobbo's dead.
Very dead.
Very much so.
Can you promise me that Gobbo is 100% dead?
Hundo P.
You want totally?
Hundo.
And he's not going to come back.
God, I hope not.
I don't have to worry about his stupid ass coming up and telling me to do something here, right? You promise?
GM,
Yeah.
would the ashes of Gobbo fit in a staple box?
Some of them would, not all of them.
Because I don't know if I have any Ziploc baggies in my backpack.
You don't have to take his ashes and show it to him.
Okay.
It's,
But Gen wants to be mean to Gobbo.
sorry. Claire,
Gen's feeling vindictive. No.
Claire apparently recorded it on her smartphone. Yes. I can guarantee to you that that horrible little man is dead. And she just like plays the video of Amy burning a man alive. Like, this is actually pretty horrific. I think this actually might be because she's scared of Amy that she took this video. Especially considering the memory that you saw in her head of Amy. Yes, I can assure you that he's dead. Oh, thank fuck. Okay, cool, great. You guys can sorry about all this stuff. If I deserted my post, they'd send an army and kill me, but if my boss is dead, they're gonna think I'm dead. Do you guys know, like, any good place to get a fake passport or something? Like, he just starts pulling off the armor. They're like, I'm just like, I'm so sorry. It's, I'm Rakther. Nice to meet you. I'm, again, so sorry about all of this. And he's just, like, backing away. He's, like, dropping armor. He's, like down to his underclothes of, like, the shirt and pants underneath his armor. He's kind of like, yeah, so I'm just, is it okay if I just go? We don't have to do a thing, right? Like, I was just, like, this started as an internship, right? Like, I wasn't even getting paid yet. I'm just gonna... He starts, like, still backing towards the stair, like a door to a stairway. Is that okay? You guys aren't talking, so it's really making me nervous. And you just showed me a video of that one, and he points at Amy, incinerating my boss, like, just terrified. That is the scariest thing I have ever seen in my fucking life. And you guys all seem to be really comfortable around her, so, like, that is That is, that's like terrifying, right? That's
Just
like,
go.
Okay, great. And he just like books it.
Dee is still slack-jawed and Reese sheaths both her knife and gun, like, shaking her head.
Well,
The fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
that was a smart man.
Yeah.
That was a man who saw exactly the situation that was at hand. Claire's walking over and Birdie's been, like, is gagged, so she's untying Birdie.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Birdie.
Just get the gag off yet. She's just going straight for the hands. And as soon as she gets the hands untied, the Birdie goes out and starts pointing at her. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, my God. Oh, Liz, it's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
It's a total disaster. At least the failsafes did their job. As soon as they took me, I hit my panic button, which disabled the entire network.
That was you.
Oh, yes. If they had gotten into the network, then they could have taken down the entire Stormwood industry.
Okay.
They would have had the locations of every single agent that we have operating across the world, every single office, their homes, their addresses, their social security numbers. My God, with that information, they could have done anything.
Hey, maybe don't store all that in one place.
We don't. It's a network.
Yeah, but use the access to it.
No. What he's saying is that he took it down in case they had any way in. Oh, yes. No, it's the idea is that can be on the network, but when an existential threat shows up, saying they're from another universe, and they want the security keys, frankly, I can't guarantee that none of them are psychic. If I've got security codes that can be used to access the system, I can't let the system exist.
That makes sense.
Yes,
Even
but
I understood
why
that
did the
one.
central internet in London go down? Oh, Kel just installed an upgrade on the failsafes.
Kel.
Yes.
The NFT.
The NFT, yes.
Gotcha.
It's not an NFT.
We
He's an
know.
NFT.
It's just D.
Do you know what an NFT is, young lady? I have a lot of money invested in them. They're a great
course you
growth
do.
opportunity, but they're very different than what young Master Kel is.
Well, you guys say I'm dumb.
Kel has an actual soul.
You
He's
are the
a person.
worst.
Yes, Cousin Bertie, we all know you've tried to get all of us to invest in crypto.
Flashback to Uncle Bob's 60th birthday or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's like
He
that's
was trying to
60th, but
pitch us all on
maybe like some, yeah, no,
NFTs.
he's 100% like just like 5 years ago he is pitching you on Bitcoin hard and how you need to. Oh no, listen, let me tell you, Ethereum is where it's at. See, it's backed by the U.S. dollar, so it trades as a stable coin. And now, if you really want to get in the ground floor, there's this lovely thing called Dogecoin.
Liz and Raz just walk away.
Kel, who still has a body at that time, is just like trying to get him to invest in a currency that Kel made up and doesn't actually exist.
Yeah, of course.
And Claire is just like pinching the bridge of her nose as tightly as she can and trying not to cry in this flashback. Yes. And then we flash back to the year before, and then we flash back to the year before, and we flash back to the year before, then we flash back to Liz's childhood where Birdie's trying to get people to invest in pets.com. Because how old is Liz?
I think we said 25.
So, baby Liz. Well, I think because canonically we're still a couple of years ago. So, yeah. Yeah, so, like, Liz's first memory of Cousin Birdie is him attempting to convince Ethan Stormwood?
Ethan, yes.
Yeah, Ethan Stormwood into investing in pets.com. No, you see, they have this lovely little mascot that's a sock puppet, voiced by that guy from that comedy group. It's genius. It's just pets, but there's a .com. Oh, aren't you a smart little one? Do you think your daddy should invest in pets.com?
No, that sounds like a scam.
I love Baby Liz already.
Back to the presents.
No, that's dumb.
Around the rooftop, everyone is just he's the fucking worst. He's just like Claire's like going like he's still talking about it. He's right now.
Was this worth getting me fatally stabbed over? I'm
Right now-
legitimately wondering.
Right now, Birdie is still explaining to you what NFTs are. He's doing that thing where he's not letting you talk. Every time you attempt to open your mouth, he objects immediately. No, you see, it's stored on the blockchain. Do you know what the blockchain is, young lady? You see, it's this
turn and walk
wonderful
away.
thing. He's a large man, so he's standing between you and the exit, and he's just like kind of letting you by, but doing that thing where they keeps walking with you.
Dee looks in terror over at like her friends just.
But by the way, oh my dear, so it's stored across all these things, and every transaction goes into the chain. It's like a universal ledger that anyone can look at. By the way, is that Amy Hawkins? He just looks at you. Is that Amy Hawkins over there?
That's Amy, yeah.
Okay, he just starts walking slower and like getting more space between you and her. Did she burn that young goblin alive? He just walks over close. We need to start instituting rules about fire and magic users and what's okay and what's not okay, because I feel like burning a man alive should have some sort of disciplinary action. I don't believe that, at least in this country, I know that the Americans are all Wild West about their magic licenses, but the Royal Magic License, I'm pretty sure, doesn't let you burn people alive. We're all going to go to jail. Please delete that video off your phone. We're all going to go to jail.
I don't think this is
Claire-
worth getting fatally stabbed over. That's all I'm saying.
Claire just like quietly deletes the video.
Okay.
Fatally stabbed.
You're better now?
All right. So, do you guys want to do anything else before we go back to the London office?
No, I think we can go back to the London office.
Let's go back to the London office.
All right, you guys smash cut drive back to the thing. You guys are back at the London office, and Claire just kind of walks up to Liz. I'm rather glad that's over.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I have been aware that you want to.
Yeah.
Said I sort of read your mind the first moment you got
Oh,
here.
okay.
You remember that roll?
Yeah.
You rolled to read her mind. She was rolling to read your mind, and she got a nat 10 on hers.
Okay. So yeah, it's. So yeah, we're not them. Obviously.
Oh, I know, but I saw enough.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a version of you very much exactly the way I remember you. I know that I mentioned things that my Liz did
Yeah.
only because I saw the moment you left your world and what year it was. Do you know what year it is here?
No.
It's 2028. The version of you I saw from the moment you left was identical to the version that I knew and know. I was attempting to tell you that everything that I said, everything that my Liz has achieved, is something that you can do. It's something that, if you want to,
Right.
And I want to be clear, it's if you want to, you can have those things and do those things. And I hope that perhaps I gave you a piece of information to keep you from making a particular mistake. Brent, I'm talking about Brent. Please don't marry Brent.
I'm not going to marry Brent.
Okay, good. Good. Look, he's a nice man, but he's like not a good match for you.
I am gay as shit.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
I've known you were gay since you were fucking 12.
Oh, I wish you would have said something.
Well, what do? Walk up to someone and say, oh, well, here's my boyfriend. Oh, I'm sorry, dear, you can't date him, you're gay. That doesn't really go over well at the family party.
Well, I figured it out.
Good.
Yes. No,
Good.
I mean, yes.
I mean, it's good that you figured it out.
I dated Amy.
Okay, so, like, I know that, like, Amy's scary as fuck. Is your Amy... I didn't read her mind because I'm a little afraid to find out what goes. She just burned that guy alive. She could have just cut his head off. She could have done the weird thing where you cut his head off right below the deathproof ward and we could have resurrected him later, years later, if we wanted to. No, she just incinerated him. She just, like, let loose with fire
She
and
did.
all this shit. That's fucking scary.
I mean, she's dealt with Gobbo. We've all dealt with Gobbo, and I get it. I get it. I get it. I don't get it.
Just when you say she's dealt with Gobbo, you have a memory of running into Gobbo on the NIU campus
Okay.
from within a period of time that previously you could not remember.
Mm-hmm.
And Amy going, "Oh shit, is that Gobbo?" And just so I'm just saying that just popped into your head.
Oh. Okay.
So okay. I want.
What?
So how? Okay. So I want you to be happy, and I want you to live your best life whenever you get home. And I just want you to know that I am sure that the Claire in your world is proud of the person you are right now.
Well, thank you.
And I'm sure as hell proud of the person you are right now. Oh my God, we need to get you into... We are going to call my tailor and get you a suit that isn't slashed and covered in your blood. I need to go to my tailor. My suit is... I have a wound. I got stabbed in the heart today.
You did.
What the fuck? This is the... Okay, so Amy is scary as shit, but I'm actually really glad that asshole is dead because he stabbed me in the fucking heart.
I stabbed him in the heart.
That was satisfying, yes. He kept getting back up. That fucker would not stay dead. We killed him multiple times.
Yeah. He's like a cockroach.
Oh my God, the small giant's here. Okay. You are very quiet and stealthy.
Sorry.
That is... Okay. So, I just checked the truck. It just works in. The timer apparently did not have a lot of time on it. We can go.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Whenever you guys... I mean, we don't have to if you want to hang out with family more or whatever, but we can also... We can just go.
Can we get some beans and toast first? Like, this is important to me.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is the following, is that half of you are covered in blood. Amy's the only one of us who didn't get killed? Is this correct?
Yeah.
I have no... I assume so. I died, and then I woke up, and everyone was also having trouble breathing.
I'm rather certain Amy's the only one of us who didn't get killed. So, I do believe that, look, we all need fucking clean clothes. I'm going to...
Now, that's a lot of blood.
You know what? Why don't we just stay for a few days?
I would like to sleep. I just expended more magic in one go than I ever have in my entire life.
Yeah.
You need a good night's sleep. We all need a change of clothes, and we all need to try beans and toast. So yes, we stay.
Okay. So, you guys stay for a few days in London. Is there anything else you want to do while you're here?
I would like to talk with Amy.
Okay. Where do you talk with Amy? Because you've got a couple of days you can work with. Do you want to wait until after everyone's had a good night's sleep and then do the next
Yeah,
day?
I think so.
Okay, so day passes. Everyone has had a chance to shower. Some cases get clothes mended or replaced, and so you guys get to stay at Birdie's got a few spare rooms, and it's the place. So you can Claire's got a spare room. Birdie has multiple spare rooms, and Claire's definitely not letting Amy into her home. So Amy's definitely staying over at Birdie's, but So where do you talk to Amy? Where are you guys when you guys have your conversation?
I think we meet at a cafe.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened.
Okay.
It seems like I've been regaining a few memories.
When did it start?
I mean, it's just been little flashes. But I guess it started when we got here.
Well, didn't your cousin say she read your mind?
Yeah.
Maybe that did a thing. Maybe she poked it.
Okay, that makes some sort of sense. You never told me anything about what actually.
Okay. Well, I mean,
happened.
you did.
All you did was just be a complete asshole to me about stuff that I didn't remember. I need to know what actually happened.
Okay. I mean, in my defense, you didn't ask me. I get being mad at me and whatever, and I'm happy to tell you anything you want to know. It's just that you also didn't ask me.
Because you kept implying that it was because of something I did, and
No, I'm not. Okay, first off, I mean, I'm not. Since there's been some distance from those events, I also may have reevaluated my role in some of them.
Okay.
And that, I thought I apologized back when we were
Yes, I know,
in
but
the ballroom, and
I know we talked about that, but
I just want to be clear that I got really frustrated over stuff that maybe I shouldn't have been frustrated about. So the problem is that I did some stuff that was kind of really unfair to you, and if I explain why I did it, it's gonna sound like. So it's the problem is if I explain why I did stuff that was fundamentally unfair and wrong, it sounds like I'm trying to justify the actions instead of just describing me being an asshole, which is what I'm trying.
Please just talk about how much you're an asshole. Yes.
Okay, so you had complicated feelings about Brent. because you are still technically engaged to Brent. And the fact that I was your first relationship, that maybe I pushed for certain things that you weren't emotionally ready for. Not physical things. You actually were driving a lot of that. The emotional part, I was maybe pushing for more than what you were ready to give me, and I should have been patient, but also I think that what I needed was a person you couldn't be, and it was unfair to you to demand that you be that person. And with this comes flashes of memories of a hell of a lot of fights. Just a whole lot of fighting in crappy hotel rooms in DeKalb. Just
Also at that barbed wire museum.
yes. Just the most toxic stuff coming out of Amy's mouth. just the most toxic. And yeah, it's like, oh, okay. Back to the present. So, I mean, like, part of me was relieved when you couldn't remember, because then you couldn't remember how much of an asshole I was. And I wasn't trying to hide it from you. I just was also, part of me was still mad about stuff that maybe I didn't have a right to be mad about. And then part of me was ashamed and didn't want to tell you if you weren't asking me about it.
Okay. I get all of that. I'm sorry that I didn't communicate with you about this. I'm sorry that I didn't consider your feelings in the whole
I really don't want you to apologize to me about not considering my feelings when, again, I need to be clear that as I explain why things happened, I was an asshole.
I know that. You're an asshole. That's half of what I liked about you.
Okay, well, I mean, okay. So, it's not... So, like, that's why, like, you definitely don't have anything to be sorry about.
Okay.
And the biggest problem in all of this was that piece of shit who was literally trying to blow up half of the fucking continent who wiped your memory in the first place. The person who made that decision is the asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also an asshole for, like, relationship stuff, but it's unrelated to the, like, you know?
I know. Yes.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but I'm not really good in relationships. That's why I've dated a lot of people, because I blow things up.
I've picked up on that, yeah.
Yeah, I dated a guy who lived in a van. Jesus Christ. Sorry, audience, my microphone just slid out of my mic stand. We are both works in progress, but we are going in very different directions.
We are. Yes.
And you have a hot Fae Queen girlfriend.
I do. I do.
So I think maybe things are okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you think I wanted to, no.
What? No. What?
Okay. Well, okay.
No. Let me be clear. I just meant that, like, we were like friend okay, like the kind of okay we were the last time we got drunk in the ballroom.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Well, I think that the one thing we majorly agree is that this is a bad idea.
Yikes.
It's a fun Saturday night, a bad idea 3 days later.
Right.
So, yeah, no.
Okay.
How am I, I'm the person who stabs my hand with a steak knife. How am I the only person who hasn't gotten killed on our team in, the last 2 days?
I don't know. Because you're not just an asshole, you're also awesome. And that's the other thing I liked about you.
I mean, we're all awesome. We just killed
We're super
Gobbo.
awesome.
Action heroes. Now
You said the
available
name of
on
the thing.
Amazon.com.
Did it. All done. Podcast over. We did it.
Is there anything else you guys want to do?
D and Obi go to a West End show.
Sure.
For sure.
100%.
Well, you guys are having this deep heart to heart, remembering feelings and getting to terms with all that. We're at a West End show.
You go and see Wicked with Gobbo's tickets that you found on the floor. Which is apparently playing on the West End of this universe. You don't have to fact check me. It's a multiverse.
Man, this show really does live up to the hype.
Yeah, I told you.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
It's so
great.
weird because the first half is everything you thought that Wicked was, and the second half is something totally different.
And the beans complimented the toast, I gotta admit. I don't think I hate England anymore.
All right, you guys have anything else you want to do before we wrap on this reality?
I think we're good.
All right, so you guys go back to the truck after your little bit of rest and recuperation. You hop on in, you push the button, and poof, off to the next world you go, hitting stop.
Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.